Hi students, this is Chandrasekhar, physics faculty. Today we have to discuss about that motion in plane second part, second episode. So in the last episode we discussed motion in plane, the projectile motion. So today we have to discuss about that maximum height, time of flight, time of ascent, time of descent and range and their relations. Yes. Now let us suppose here this one is x-axis, this one is a y-axis, then this one is the path followed by the projectile. Let us suppose here this one is the initial velocity and making an angle theta with the horizontal. This initial velocity resolved into two rectangular components. That one is u cos theta and u sin theta. So that this will be written as ux is equal to u sin theta, uy is equal to u sin theta j cap, and ux is equal to u cos theta I cap. Right. Then if you want to get u bar means, then ux I cap plus uy j cap gives less to u cos theta I cap plus u sin theta j cap. This is the vector formation of the resolution of vectors u bar. Otherwise simply u resolved into u cos theta in x direction, u sin theta in y direction we have to write. Yes, so anywhere, for example any of the particular point if you want to determine, then just you draw the tangent. This tangent, it is making an angle with the horizontal. Let me take that one is the theta. Then this is the velocity v resolved into vx and vy. So how to determine the vx value means, here at any point on the parabolic path or projectile path in motion in plane, the horizontal path is always remains the same. That is vx is equal to u cos theta. Why? Because ax is equal to 0. Why? Because the particle is independent of the acceleration due to gravity. Hence what happen, ax is always 0. That's why vx is always constant and will not change at any point. Wherever the point you take throughout the parabolic path, vx is equal to u cos theta. So whether it may be the initial position, otherwise it may be the final position, the vx remains the same, will not changes. Why? Because it is independent of the ax. That means it is independent of the acceleration due to gravity on the x-axis. Why? Because it is 0. Remember this one. Next, the y-axis vy, how we have to write means, v is equal to u plus at apply. Y is equal to uy plus ayt. Then vy is equal to uy means how much we got? Uy means u sin theta minus ay. Ay means minus g and uy means u sin theta. This just you apply these two values in this one. Then vy is equal to u sin theta minus ay means g minus g t. So vy means how much it is? U sin theta minus gt. So it is in vertical direction. Let me take here in j cap. There is a vertical direction. Okay. Now we have to discuss about how to determine the time of ascent. The time of ascent. So the time of ascent, first of all definition for it. So the time of ascent means what? The time taken by the particle to travel to its maximum height is called as time of ascent. So that means the time taken by the particle to travel the maximum height. That means at maximum height what happened here? Vy only 0. Vy only 0. That means the vertical component of the velocity becomes 0. But horizontal velocity is always there here. Okay, now we are discussing about only vertical motion, means no need to discuss about that horizontal, only vertical motion you take. So then here Vy is equal to 0, formula apply. So V is equal to U plus At. So V is equal to 0 we need. So Vy is equal to Uyt plus Ayt. So Vy is equal to 0. Yes, Uy means U sin theta. So Uy means U sin theta. Similarly, Ay means minus G, so that minus Gt. Then it is 0, that's why U sin theta you have to write this side only, minus Gt, other side it becomes plus Gt. Then I want to determine T nothing but Ta, so that we need to determine Ta, time of ascent. Therefore time of ascent is equivalent to U sin theta by G. Yes, this is the time of ascent. That means the time of ascent is depending on U sin theta. That means vertical velocity component along with that of the acceleration due to gravity G. Right? Next, second one. So let us suppose here this is the time of ascent. So the second one, that is time of flight. So how to determine the time of flight? The time of flight. So time of flight means what? Let us suppose here a particle is projected with that of initial velocity u, then the horizontal component is u cos theta and vertical component is u sin theta, and it is making an angle theta. Then the particle started from O and it is going to ended at the point, let me take here A. Then the vertical displacement is 0. So where it was started vertically, there it was ended. That means there is no vertical displacement, there is no height. Height is 0. Height is 0. So this is the initial, this one is the initial position, and here this one is the final position. So initial position, final position, same level. Hence the vertical displacement Sy, vertical displacement Sy is equivalent to 0. Yes, and at the same time acceleration due to gravity A is equivalent to minus G apply, and T is equivalent to Tf. Right? So what is the definition for time of flight means? So flight means the particle is traveling during its journey in air, that it is called as the flight. Right? The time of flight means what? The time taken by the particle during its journey in air is called as time of flight. Yes, so that time of flight, how to determine means you have to start with Sy is equal to 0. Then S is equal to Ut plus half At square. Then S means Sy is equal to U by T plus half A by T square. How much it is here? Sy? Sy means vertical displacement is 0, and Uy means U sin theta. Uy means U sin theta. Yes, and T means time of flight minus half Ay. Ay means minus G. Yes, minus G, and T square means T square. Yeah, you have to substitute. Absolutely. In which the vertical displacement is 0. Sy is equal to U by T plus half A by T square. In that Sy means 0, already we did. Now Uy means U sin theta, T means Tf, Ay means minus G, T means Tf, time of flight. Then solve this one. Yes, U sin theta Tf, keep here only. half g tf square. Other side you write here half g tf square. Then this is the time of flight t, and in square one time get cancelled. Then what we need to determine means tf. Then tf is equal to, this is the 2 in denominator, it is going other side means numerator. Then here we have to write 2u sin theta divided by, here the g in numerator, other side it becomes denominator. Then we have to write tf is equal to 2u sin theta by g. Right, this is the time of ascent is ta is equal to u sin theta by g, and time of flight tf is equal to 2u sin theta by g. So from this one what we understand means, so just you see here, this is a time of ascent and this one is the time of descent. Then time of flight means the sum of time of ascent and time of descent, that is called as time of flight. See here, time of flight is equal to 2 into time of ascent, you may write. Otherwise tf is equal to 2 into time of descent. Otherwise you may write time of flight is the combination of time of ascent and time of descent. So that's why here you may write tf is equal to ta plus td, time of ascent plus time of descent, nothing but time of flight, that is 2u sin theta by g. Yes.